that in your book specifically, how there are champions, and you mentioned other sports as well. You mentioned the Dallas Cowboys, obviously you living in Dallas, and how there is a level of complacency that comes into a champion sometimes, that they don't have that same level of intensity to repeat as champions. What motivated you from the first one, and obviously once the ball started rolling, it started rolling, but in the first title defense, what was that biggest motivating factor for you?
The biggest motivating factor for me was always to be as good as I possibly could, always train as hard as I possibly could, always diet as hard as I possibly could, always make the sacrifices that I needed to make, because, like I said, I could always control how I look, but I could never control how the other guys look. So I was always focused on me, myself, and I.
When you look back at that era of bodybuilders, when we talk about Kevin Levrone, we talk about Flex Wheeler, we talk about Chris Cormier, Nasser, and you consider who some of your top, your stiffest rivals were, or maybe not rivals, competition rather, early in your run as Mr. Olympia. Flex Wheeler aside, who would you say your top threat was to your Olympia title?
I would have to go with, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say, because I never even looked at the other guys. I always looked at myself. But Flex, I knew, you know, he was kind of like destined to be Mr. Olympia. He was always given that, because he had that massive physique with the greatest, you know, proportions, greatest shape that ever had been out there at the time. So I would guess that Flex Wheeler would probably be the guy that who would ascend to the throne if it wouldn't have been for me.
Let's talk about the end of the run. Now, 2006 Olympia, correct?
Yeah.
Right. You were going for Sandow number 9, and then comes along Jay Cutler, he wins. Now, you mentioned this in your book. I'm not sure if you've really publicly spoken about this before, but if you can expand upon this, you essentially say that you felt as if you were the best bodybuilder on that stage, but that the powers that be felt that it was time for a change and that they were not going to give it to you, despite the fact that you, in your opinion, you were the best on that stage at that time. If you could expand upon that.
Well, like I said, I always trained to be number one. I always thought I could be number one when I got up on stage, because I prepared, like I said, as hard as I did the year before. So in my mind, I'm going to win, and it was like that until I think we went up on stage for the final pose down. Somebody passed word to me that you're not gonna win this one. I'm like, what? And like, yeah, they've already made up in their mind that, you know, Jay is the guy who's gonna win. That Jay is the guy who they're more favorite toward. You know, you've been on this long run, and change is always good. This is what was told to me right before I went on for the final pose down. But up until then, you know, in my mind, I had won the show. So in my mind, you know, I was gonna win my 9th point, because like I said, I'd already prepared to be number 1 9. I've always done, you know, what I did the year before to be in the position that I was in. It wasn't until, like I said, that final pose down that I